Gamer Gacha. Game on.
Hello everyone and welcome back. 60's Saito here has returned after a long year. The last time I remembered being here was after finishing Kirby's Dreamland and then undergoing time swap where I was hanging over lava. After the people saw me, they quickly pulled me back up and asked me what happened to that colorful person. But since I was in the future and had no way to track the future's me progress in my timeline, I just told them that I didn't know and was allowed to go home scot-free. It was only then that I later asked about this colorful person presence in my timeline and heard everything that happened. I know color was still being introduced, but I never thought that they would consider the future me a witch or an unknown entity who would bring disaster. They really misunderstood everything. I wonder how he will survive this time after what happened last year. In any case, today the future me wants me to play Kirby's Pinball Land, and he gave me the script for it as well. So with that being said, let's begin playing the game. Wow, that's the first time it felt so natural talking like that. How unique. Ah, King DDD. Never thought he would be back. Alright, Kirby's Pinball Land. Let's begin the game then. Okay, let's see where I go this time. Crackle Land, I guess. And now let me tell you about the game that I was given in this script. Kirby's Pinball Land is a pinball Kirby game developed by HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo for the Game Boy. It was released in Japan on November 27, 1993. In North America on November 30, 1993 and in Europe on December 1, 1993. It is the first of Kirby's many spin-off games. I will admit, a spin-off, huh? I guess that those types of games will be made in the future. From what I can tell, spin-offs are something that are not related to the original game or related, just very different. Well, I can't tell much since I was born in the 60s, so it is what it is, I guess. Okay, Kirby's Pinball Land is styled after a classic pinball game, and as such, the objective is to earn a high score with a limited number of tries. Instead of staying in the single board, however, the game puts a Kirby spin on the genre by throwing in several different lands with bosses at the end of them. In each of the pinball lands are an assortment of enemies and other hazards which serve as different kinds of bumpers, ramps, and springs. Yeah, I can see a lot about that. There are three pinball primary lands known as Wispy Wood Land, Crackle Land, and Poppy Brothers Land. The one I'm in is Crackle Land. Each of these lands is separated into three primary boards stacked on top of each other with a bonus minigame board accessible from the second board of each land and the boss board accessible from the top board. Given the stacked nature of these boards, the player can lose a life if Kirby falls beneath the lowermost board. Which means I'm in the second one right now, and if I fell to the first one, then I would lose, huh? Oh, is that a warp star? It is a warp star. I think this is what is called a bonus game. Since this one is in Crackle Land, the Crackle Land bonus game is an eating game where one Kirby walks along some clouds near the top of the screen and a Kirby pinball is used to knock up different items for him to eat. I mean, Kirby can separate whenever he's doing a victory dance, but this is not what I had in mind. The future games really are weird. Well, I don't know how this goes out, but hey, the way it is made, it's kind of fun actually. Okay, so where was I? Okay, given the stacked nature of this board, the player can lose a life if he falls beneath the lowermost board. However, instead of automatically losing the ball, the player is given a chance to save Kirby by using a springboard at the bottom, which functions similar to the goal game in Kirby's Adventure. I don't think I ever played that game before. A successful use of the board will rocket Kirby back up into the upper boards through repeated drops will cause the springboard to shrink further and further until it cannot be used anymore. Oh, and here's my first boss. Looks like I'm dealing with Krakow again after such a long time. Looks like knowing... Since this one doesn't involve me having to move, instead of throwing Kirby straight at him. Man, this game is so different. I can't tell what I have to do, but I guess I won. Yay! Looks like the dance hasn't changed. Since Krakow is completed, let's see. Oh, I guess that must be some sort of bonus or something. Now this must be the Wispy Woods land. Okay, so as I was explaining, however, instead of the player is given a chance to save Kirby by using a springboard at the bottom, which functions similarly to the goal game in Kirby Adventure. The 3 pinball lands can be tackled in any order from the main hub. After clearing a land, the warp star that leads to the land is replaced with a ball that constantly switches between the letters E, X, T, R, and A, like the A I just got recently. These balls can be utilized to spell out the word extra, which gives the player a 1-up when done. Oh, a 1-up. That explains a lot. The balls are replenished every time Kirby clears a land, but they disappear after Kirby finishes all 3. Oh, looks like I'm in the next one. This must be the Wispy Woods bonus game. It's a breakout style game using the pinball flippers to keep 2 Kirby pinballs in play. The Kirbys can break bunches of blocks to score bonus points. So that means I have to break all these blocks to get to Waddle Dee? Huh. I didn't see what's so big about this sort of thing, but I guess it's for getting a lot of scores. Okay, while I'm doing that, the balls are replenished every time Kirby clears a land, but they disappear after Kirby finishes all 3. Should this happen, a warp star will appear in the middle of the main hub, where Kirby can then proceed to the final encounter with King DDD. Once DDD is defeated, the game will reset without resetting the player's score or number of extra life. Once the game is over, the score is registered and the game completely resets during gameplay. It is possible to save and quit, then return later from the start menu from the save point. However, that save point can only be used once. Huh. This pinball game is very unique from what I can tell. Oh, there's the warp star. I guess I have to get it now. And I have. We meet again, Wispy Woods. Well, at least I don't have to throw apples at him. I can just throw Kirby at him, which is kind of weird. Compared to the Kirby's Dreamland, he might have a lot of health this time. Well, at least he uses the same attack pattern he did back in the days. Oh, I did it! And time to get those letters then. T, and what's the other letter? And I got X. That means E, R are left. E and R. Now I'm in Poppy Brothers land. Let's see. About the scoring in this game, nearly every interactable object in Kirby's Pinball Land will reward the player with points when bumped into or used. Since the game will loop after defeating King Dedede, the ultimate goal is to obtain as high a score as possible. Once the game is over, the player will be prompted to enter the score into a leaderboard if the score is in the top 4 placings. A name can be assigned to this score using up to 7 characters. Huh. Hey, this kinda reminds me of soccer. Even though I have no athletic abilities, soccer is interesting in my time. Still, I never played soccer. I mean, I did play as a soccer when I was a kid, but I'm just not very good at it, and I'm not very athletic to begin with. So let's see. The Poppy Bros Brother... why am I keep saying that? The Poppy Brothers Land bonus game is a soccer game where 2 Kirbys try to shoot past a squishy goalie into a goal to score bonus points. Well, if we're doing this in terms of soccer playstyle, then I guess there would be a guard keeper or something. Oh, I guess time's up. Okay, let's continue. With every 50,000 points earned, the game will cut to a celebratory cutscene where three Kirbys dance along with musical accompaniment before returning to regular gameplay. Well, I'm not close to 50,000, or I guess it's 500,000 score. I'm not near that scoring yet, so the cutscene won't be seen anytime sooner or later, but I guess maybe soon, depending on how I play the game. In addition to standard points value, there are also bonuses and multipliers which can be earned by performing certain actions, resulting in seeing a plus P or plus M on screen when earned. I'm from the past and I have no idea what plus B and plus M means. M, if I think about it, would be considered a million, and B billion? I have no idea. These are not added to the player's overall score until after losing a life. Each bonus collected adds 1000 points to the pool, while each multiplier adds another multiple of the pool. I see. Wow, they still use bombs after such a long time. Well, I'm not letting them throw a bomb at me. No way, not gonna happen, buddy. Almost. Oh! This is so cute! Looks like I got 500,000 points now. With this I won the third land. Okay, time to get the last two letters. R, got it. Now just have to get the E, and I got an extra life. Sweet. Wait, that means the final boss is... We meet again, King. Well, time to defeat you again, like I did before. By the way, this game has certain codes that you can use during the start of the game. By playing only bonus games, hold the left pad and select, then press A or B. To fight only bosses, hold right and select, then press A or B. And to delete high scores, which I don't think I want to do, at the ranking screen, press down plus select plus starts. And that's about it, what I can explain about Kirby's Pinball Land. Since when can King DDD use lightning? The last time I remember fighting him was when he was able to use a hammer, not in lightning. But either way, I win, so I guess I'll end it off here now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Well, this game sure was fun. Short, but fun. This game can still be played until you lose all lives, but according to the instructions I received, I can't continue anymore after defeating King DDD, so I guess I'll just have to wait until time swap activates. But I will admit, these future games are really fun. I wonder if I'll be alive long enough to play these games in my timeline. But I guess only my fate can decide that for me. So until then, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for next week's reminder. Until then, the future me will see you all in the next video. Take care and see you later. You know, since I'm here, I might as well continue playing the game until time swaps activates. Which reminds me, shouldn't the magic be activated by now? What's going on this time with him in my timeline?
Stand back! I'm warning ya!
Holy shit, you killed her, dude!